Alright, so in this one, I feel the need to rant, and this has been stirring since, frankly, part 1 of Anniversary. You know, it's been a little bit of time since then, right? And I feel, though, that we have had enough unit releases to really dive deep into this and go into why the rant is needed here. And it's because the new philosophy. Now, look, on paper, this premise makes sense, right? Introduce a new thing of, you know, this type of mechanic of damage guard instead of sustained damage cuts there, as well as have the things be more simplified, essentially. But then when you do that and alienate the entire game within that, as well as the newest issue you've done, I don't understand why they've done this at all. Mind you, a big thing that they want to do within the update of, you know, damage guard and everything being more simplified and easier to understand is, for one, deter long combos. And when I look at a character like this guy, and I think, well, this beam is basically him being Super Saiyan 3 Goku, at least a lesser version of it in the infinite combo standard, but still doing a very long combo. That premise kind of falls through. I mean, this character is intended to long combo as well as Evo, so the premise of don't long combo, there's 3 units now that long combo in the game, which makes no sense for Kefla if you include her, which again, the whole point was we were wanting to stop long combos because we have less disruption, we have less goodness to get out, so we want to stop that. There's 4 units right now that are intended to be long combo units, and their whole shtick of life is to combo you long. So they fail on that, as well as the actual philosophy itself of the damage guard and everything like this. You have it where not only are a lot of these LFs trash of Demon King Piccolo, of Mr. Metal Cooler, because realistically, he is not very good, despite how defensive you can make him. He hits like a hero unit if you actually make him like a defense build. And you need your sparking new LF to do sparking LF damage, not hero unit damage. He hits like Krillin when he has a defense build. It's very bad. As well as, even further beyond that, we do have units that are just okay. You know, Kefla is not a bad unit right now, but she's just an okay option. What do you need her for? You have Apeless, you have Full Power Frieza there, you have Rev UI for more safety. What do you need Kefla? Why is she this color? She's a fine unit, but then we have units like Frost that exist. Trash free-to-play, trash free-to-play. Fun free-to-play, but still trash free-to-play. Nappa and Cybermen. So many units that are just failure fumbles that just coexist, and it's like... So the whole philosophy is intended to do this. Stop these older units from just running through the game, the UMV, Super Saiyan 3, Legends Fest Goku types. I'm gonna break my nose again because I'm still sick. I have nothing. I'm gonna use this damn note card to wipe my nose. But you have those units that are not running the game anymore. Great, awesome. In turn, you make it where Cooler is barely a top 10 unit right now. While he will get buffed within the Zenkai LF Cooler, awesome, great, fantastic, can't wait for it, he most likely will not climb to the highest degree of like a Triku Turles. You know, Triku initial release was, oh dear God. I legitimately think LF Cooler made me sick, because holy shit, I was not sick before this unit dropped. Triku on initial release was okay. He was run on like with Radha and Ulton, and it was great. And then Turles drops and he goes to top 2 candidate. That's not going to happen for Cooler. If anything, it's going to be Zenkai Cooler drops. Okay, guess what happens? Metal Cooler goes from like 9, 8 to what? 7. You could argue above like Ape or Fiku in a certain setting of like matchup, and it's like, oh, cool, because Namek Goku got hurt a little bit. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. So you have this dud of a release, you have another dud of a release, because all these units since him have been basically duds. I mean, think about it. Kid Goku aged like shit. You have MUI, who's aging okay. I guess it's better than not, but like it's not great, obviously. Evo, who was shit on drop. You have Apeless, who has no reason to exist because Frieza exists. You have Frieza, who's too broken for the game. And that's why his campaign is actual dog piss, because every LOE buff we have gotten has not made any impact at all. Frost, nothing. Free Frieza, nothing. Free Cooler, nothing. Metal Cooler, nothing. King Cold, nothing. While these units aren't even terrible in their own merit, they're definitely not good enough. And the whole dilemma with that stems into, you can't run units that are older than essentially this. You know, there's Zenkais, there's Plats, there's the USV, there's the Rev UI, little buffs, but raw units like a Cell and IT Goku and MZ and all these fuckers, you can't really run them. But these units aren't even that good. I mean, if I look at the last, what, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, look at the last 24 units, I don't know. It's the same 3 that have been the top 3 since, well, part 3 of fucking Annie. I'm gonna break my nose, bro. Since part 3 of Annie, that's what it's been. It's not changing. Cooler doesn't change that. Kefla should have done something more. I mean, I just don't know what we're doing with this, because we alienate every other unit in the game, essentially. And then from that alienation, we also make it where a lot of these units are just forcibly being run, because think of it like this. You look at a top 10 list, you're thinking, okay, Kaioken, Namekigoku, Frieza. Whatever order, I don't care. Then you think of 4, and you're like, okay, probably USV, right? You're probably going to talk about USV. Cool, 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 cool. Go down the list further. It's going to be like Krillin, Fiku. You're going to be like running support types. Because the units that are meant to do damage and meant to actually, I don't know, play a role that makes more impact in a match, because you have to do damage to win in this game, crazy enough, are going to be in the lower tiers. Kefla, I mean, she's probably top 10. It's not a confident top 10. Cooler, probably top 10. Not a confident top 10. Apeless, probably top 10. Not a confident top 10. It just sucks because they could have had it where it was very simple, where we just don't make damage guard what the percentiles it is, and for one, make it so inconsistent, and we would have been so much better off. Like, we could have actually run older units, and I'm just looking at these units like, oh, I can't run a single goddamn one of these. You know, look at it last year. I keep saying it. Look last year. You ran Ulton with Rathan. Rathan was nowhere near his prime peak newest release. When that unit dropped, right? When Ulton dropped, that was nowhere near Rathan's release. Look at it. Look Ulton right here, and then look at Rathan all the way down there. And you ran them together as a 1-2 duo during the 6th year, last year. Now, it's Ultra, new LF from 7th year, Plat unit, and nothing from the past. Nothing. I can't even think of a unit that is from before this new update that actually could be copable. Cell? Hell no. I'm done coping him. IT Goku, I guess, is the most copable unit that could be run right now. IT Goku. Yeah, that's how bad we are at. I just don't know what this whole premise is, because they're not even, again, they're just not consistent. Like, why is this guy starting with 125? 125% damage guard. Like, you can make him tank. You can. But you have to sacrifice so much offense that he hits like shit, and him living in a match isn't even worth running, because guess what? You're going to get out-damaged because he's doing 0 damage. He legitimately hits like, I can't even speak, he hits like fucking Sparking Krillin. And that unit's intended for a different role. This unit's intended to defend and retaliate damage, because he takes hits, he's stacking damage, he retaliates, boom. If you ain't doing a blue card, this guy is tickling you. Oh my fucking, someone please strike me down at this point, because this unit actually made me sick. You're getting tickled by this unit if he's not doing a blue card. And given he's meant to do a blue card, tell me why I'm not just gonna run him with Namekigoku, swap to Namekigoku, lock in, strike, blue, boop, boop, boop. Why not do that? Also, why is this unit, who's a defense type, having his neutral be cancelable? Defense neutral. Why can it be canceled? Enlighten me. When Namekigoku, for no reason at all, he literally has no reason to do this, Namekigoku cancels blue card buff effects. So, if he does a blue card and you're defense neutral, he will cancel your buff effect. Yet again, I will say, he has no reason to do this, enemy buff effects. This guy does a strike blue, you're locked in. You're meant to have this guy take hits, Cooler, so you're going to be in with him, obviously. Where are you going to swap to? What, red is on your fucking team of LOE? With anything of Cooler. Cooler has no fucking home. Gonna swap out. To Namekigoku, strike blue. You're taking 6 million, you're going to lose by battle of attrition. As tanky as he can be, when he's not type neutral, this guy's getting plowed in the ass just like a street cooker, and it's just like, what the fuck? And it's not just the first form, it's not just the second form, it's every fucking form of Cooler that's going to be a Namekigoku victim. And it's like, did you even try to make this design work for the meta? Did you even, like, attempt to think, like, oh, wow. For some reason, he has cancel buff effect. I didn't know that. No one knew that, by the way, until, like, yesterday, really. So let's design him around that. Uncancelable defense neutral for 5 counts. No. No. And just to even be more frank, you have Kefla here, who has really high damage guard, actually. Really, really high damage guard. 180. 180. She starts with more damage guard than the defense type unit almost peaks at. Cooler peaks at like 215, I think, right? 215? Something like that. That's on the third life. Cooler gets to the level of damage guard Kefla has as a melee type. Does it make sense? And obviously Kefla is not a tank. She just sustains well. But the whole point is nothing is consistent. You go from DKP being utter shit to UI being very, very good, to Evo being shit, to Kaioken being amazing, to Apeless being a whatever, to Krillin being a piece of shit annoyance because that's what he is, to the Ultras being God, the only consistency ever. The next Sparking, Frost, absolute ass. Kefla, looks like she's gonna bulk. Bulk 0, just sustains. 5 damage unit, has no bulk. Cooler is intended to bulk, doesn't bulk. If he does bulk, he hits like a bitch. There's just no consistency. I just don't understand what did this philosophy do? You put out there this whole premise of like, this is going to be great. This is going to be so many things. This is going to be so awesome, cool, and magical. Then you give us the next campaign after the anniversary, and it is utter shit. Every single LOE buff here is shit. Freeze is not part of the campaign, the Ultra, obviously. Even if Cooler Zenkai is good, you're still not going to run the Ultra Frieza on LOE because you don't need to. They're trying to build melee LOE when Blast LOE doesn't even exist. What am I going to run? Full power Zenkai Frieza with his 0 cover null? Funny enough, because he got his plat, he's like a top 15 unit. But that bitch don't even have a cover null until green card. Like, that's the whole issue with the fucking damage guard shit. If you have it, you probably are a top 20 unit. You just probably outright are if you're summonable. That's just fact. But then you suck in every other fucking department of your life, and it's like, but I'm forced to run them. They actually can take a hit in this meta. So it just leads to the problem of what the fuck was the point of this philosophy? If it was to kill off units that are not new, you could just do that in a better way. Like, I'm not a developer. I don't gotta think of the solution for you, but I'm sure there's a better way than power creep 99% of the game. And even in that same power creep, you're power creeping further beyond where this fucker is getting laughed at by anybody that's post him. You power creep something that also got power creeped itself. It's actually just kind of like mind-boggling. My head already hurts from being sick. But thinking about how the philosophy has been implemented, how dog shit it is, and how stupid it's about to become with supporters being added to whatever the fuck we're getting in September, they said. I don't know what the fuck this whole thing is meant to be. This just seems pointless. They did nothing to stop what they said they want to stop. You want to stop long combos? Here's Evo, Apeless, and Frieza, who all want to do long combos. So where's my deterrent? Nobody here disrupts well. If anybody does, it's just Frieza. One unit out of anybody disrupts well. Maybe Kaioken. Let's include Kaioken. 2 units out of the 24 new releases with this damage guard shit disrupt well. 2 units. And 4 of them are intended to do a long combo. But your whole philosophy was, well, we want to stop long combos. We don't want to keep doing that. We don't want that to keep happening anymore. Bitch, you just made 4 units that do! Like, hello? Am I speaking a different language? Like, I just don't understand what the fuck we're doing here, bro. Then you make Namek Saga just like Daima, and it's just like, what the fuck, bro? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just wish there was consistency within this game in any regard. You're giving this fucking dumb bitch, like, Cooler has less damage guards to start a match than Tambourine, dog. Like, please, man, please, like, help me, because you're not helping me understand how the fuck that's supposed to be logical. I don't give a fuck if it's supposed to be anime accurate. Oh my god, it's not even anime accurate. What am I talking about? It's not like the fucking drones get tougher. Like, what? They don't get fucking tougher. Goku and Vegeta just use so much power that they're getting weaker. It's not the drones getting fucking tougher. So what the fuck? fuck, man? Like, it's not even anime accurate. It's just stupid. Why doesn't he do more to Super Saiyans? He beat the shit out of 2 of them. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Why does fucking LF Zenkai Cooler, who's about to happen, do more to them? And this guy who actually did beat the fuck out of them doesn't. Bro died to a bird, and he's doing more to Super Saiyans. Like, what? Oh, my head is throbbing. I genuinely just hope they buff Cooler. Like, they've needed to buff several units this year. Like, they actually have Yellow Goku Black, Evo Vegeta, DKP, and now Cooler. That's 4 units in this calendar year they've needed to buff. They legitimately, all 4 needed a buff. 1 got one. Cooler, I'm very simple. Let him start 150 damage guard, and then I can build him more offense base so he actually does damage, as well as defense neutral, uncancelable 5 counts. I'm very simple. That's all I want. Because then he could tank in his actual, like, 2nd and 3rd lives, as well as I can build him offensively so he can actually hit like a real unit instead of a piece of shit dog shit fuck. Because I had him 2x and he was hitting like a trash can. Like, please, bro. Like, please, just give me some fucking levity here. Like, I'm just here with my fucking hands out begging you. Like, can you give me some fucking spare change of a decent, competent character that's meant to be good against the meta? Because you drop Kefla, who's just adding on to the fuel of the fire. It's other fucking green. Fuck you, honking your horn. And then Cooler is just... he's looking left and right, getting his fucking ass plowed, because I've had fucking Frieza right here, this full power piece of shit, like, do 80% to him in a combo. I'm just like... nice tanking, bro! You're not going to give units as much neutral as you used to. I vibe with that. I do. But in turn, then make the purple unit tank better so I don't have full power Frieza making Cooler look like a bitch. Like, it's not rocket science, my man. It's not, bro. Oh my god. That's all I got, man. This is just a sick idiot ranting. On my brain. My brain's exploding. I gotta go. I gotta go. I hope I get over this Cooler sickness soon. Oh my god, my brain. I legitimately just hope he gets buffed. It's just simple. I said something simple. It's simple stuff. I can't even speak. Simple buffs would help alleviate a lot of issues he has. They're probably not going to do it because, God forbid, they do something smart, and then people are going to gaslight Cooler and be like, whoa, but he has 3 lives. He's so good. Yeah, I love his 3 lives making me lose on timer because he does 0 damage, and then Anime Goku did 1 blue card to him, and I was locked in, and then I took 5 million, and here I am fucking weeping in a corner. I do love that Cooler does allow me to do that. And again, build him defensively. He can tank. I'm not, like, off by this. Brother, do you think Turles was hitting like a piece of shit when he was being run? Who's a defense type comeback? No. Turles hit decent. Pretty well, honestly. I got this bitch 2x, and I'm looking at him like, are you soul boosted? Doesn't even exist anymore. But are you soul boosted? Are you level 5,000? Because I don't know what the fuck to think when I see him hitting like shit. I go back to Turles' heyday, and I'm thinking, wow, he was vibing. That's why he was number 1. Cooler? Ta! Dog shit. Put at the end here. Just look at the purples we've gotten recently. Look at them. Look at them. Sorry. Let me make it more exclusive. Sorry. You see them in the thumbnail as well. This is our last 3 purples. Evo wasn't top 10 for most people. DKP wasn't top 10 for most people. Cooler is barely top 10 for most people right now. Fuck you, Legends.